All right, all right. Welcome to the Marc Ben podcast. Man, I got a very, very special guest. Man, I know her. Y'all know her. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know her. This my big little sis, you know what I'm saying? This is the oldest sister I have. Man, I think I went over my theme, but whatever. My special guest, man, Kianna H or Kianna Harvey, however you want to call her.
What's up?
Man, how you feel?
I'm great. I'm blessed. Blessed to be here. Blessed to be alive, you know.
That's what's up, man. So, even though I already said it, how we met, the people like to know, where'd you get your guests from? Actually, I had somebody call me yesterday and was like, where you get your guests from and all of that.
Yeah.
So, I always like to put how we met. So, of course, how we met since the beginning, you know. This is my sister, you know.
Yes, sir.
So
my ace,
boom, coon, 2 tens in the bucket.
For sure.
Yeah, so we're going to start it off since we in the Thanksgiving spirit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Thanksgiving is next week. Man, it came by so fast. 2021 has flew.
Man, I can't believe we in November already. Like, it's...
For real. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's almost over. And the pandemic happened last year, and it's going on 2 years, and we still, you know.
Can't get it together.
Still can't get it together, you know. Yeah, so since we in the Thanksgiving holidays, you know, remember back in the days when we were younger, right?
Good times.
We were always assigned to a dish for Thanksgiving.
I remember you made macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese was my thing.
That was it.
Every year. I don't know why. I just loved the macaroni and cheese.
That was it.
What was the dish you usually would make?
I think I was on maybe collard greens or something. I don't even remember. I think I bounced around, honestly.
Collard greens, and like with the other people say, the colored greens.
Right, the colored greens.
The colored greens.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Whenever I wasn't in trouble, I was bouncing around doing different dishes.
Yeah. By the way, we were the 2 baddest ones. Like, we always were in trouble.
I tell people all the time, if you weren't in trouble, I was in trouble. When you was on punishment, I sneak you food and snacks. When I was in trouble,
it would be vice versa.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times we both were just in trouble, you know. Man, our moms used to, golly, man. We used to go out to restaurants and we did something crazy.
Oh, man.
Man, she'll order all the kids' food and just a exquisite meal, and then we go to order. It's like, nah, you don't punishment.
Man,
get her and him some water.
Man, no, I flipped the script on her one time. She didn't know how to react. We went to McDonald's. You know, McDonald's was a big thing back in the day. Mm-hmm. Man, everybody's ordering quarter pounders and Big Macs. And she's like, no, she's going to get a shake 'em up. Remember shake 'em up salads?
Yeah.
She's going to get a shake 'em up salad and some water. So one day, I got off punishment, and she was like, what do you want? I was like, I'll take a shake 'em up salad with the water. And she looked at me like, man.
That's funny.
You got to flip the script sometime.
Right? For real. Man, you remember like when we used to bake cakes back in the day? We used to always call either for the bowl or the whisks.
Man. Oh, my God.
Mind you guys, it was 4 of us. So, man, it was always like, I ain't gonna say it was scarcity, but it was always, I want the bowl. No, I want the bowl.
It was always a fight.
It was always a fight. It was a fight about everything. Yeah, so it was 4 of us, man. You remember we used to leave out the door and we used to always call our seats.
I got side by the door.
What
was that, the Astro van?
That was the Astro van, man. The green was a green Astro van.
Yes, with the little
thing with the little visor in the front, man.
Yes,
hey,
I
man,
that.
When I tell you, it was like, I don't know, it was an ugly van, but man, that van just brought memories, man. We used to crawl under the seat and go to the trunk. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Man, we had fun. We had fun.
There's nothing I regret about my childhood.
For real. Real, we had fun. What about that old car? I think we got a little older. Our mom bought like an old car.
You talking about that Toyota?
It wasn't a Toyota. It was matter of fact, the back window had plastic on it.
Because I remember it was one car when she picked me up from the YMCA, she ran over my foot.
That was the Toyota.
Okay, that was the Toyota. That's why I remember that.
That was a Toyota. It was another car that she had. It was just a piece of crap. It was always in the shop. I think they sold. They had it for a little while and then they sold it. It just gave too many problems.
That's probably why my feet so long, because she ran it over. Who knows?
Yeah, so we went to Campbell Elementary.
Yeah.
And we was in what was that, like after school? I won't call it the YMCA, but it was like an after school
program.
And she worked right next door to Campbell Drive Middle when it was called Campbell Drive Middle. What's it called now?
Ooh, don't start me to line.
I forget.
But they definitely changed the name. It's kind of like a magnet school
it's
type
like
thing
some,
now.
some type of So
it's gonna always be Campbell Drive to me.
Yeah, always Campbell Drive. It looked different now. It looked like a prison. Like like it's all boarded in, and
it looked like some type of boarding school,
right?
Or something.
For real.
I don't like it.
And then she picked us up. It was like 5, 6. It was like after school, and we were. I think I don't know. You were like putting your stuff in, and I don't know how that went. And she went forward and ran over her foot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was abused as a child. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my God, that was back in the days, man. Oh my gosh,
that was good times.
Good times. What about when we used to that one summer we went up to Granddad's to go work in the store in Ohio?
And you cut your foot.
I cut my foot
to the white meat.
To the white meat, people. It was bad.
And I think the scariest part was that it cut through your boot, through your shoe.
Yeah, it cut. Well, so this is my ankle. This is my shoe. So it went down.
Oh, okay.
So it took my shoe off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was bound. It was weird how it happened. I still remember we was chasing each other in the store. Yeah. I remember Jerry Springer was on. I remember this. Yeah, I know Jerry Springer. So we were running. I think you was chasing me. It was something like that. And the first time it caught my shoe, I didn't get cut. That should have been a sign to sit my butt down.
Yeah.
And then the second time, I thought the same thing happened. It happened so fast, I didn't feel it, I didn't know it. But then when I looked down, I just seen just dark red blood. It was just coming out. It was just coming out. And what did you do?
I think I was just screaming.
You ran to the other side of the store.
I didn't know what was going on.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
I never forget seeing that. Like, oh my God,
it was crazy, man.
That store was. We had some fun memories. Yeah. Remember Uncle Sonny?
Sonny. Is that the guy that worked in the back?
Yes. We used to go downstairs in the loading area where they had everything. It was like a storage room. And we used to mess with the big cart. Push each other around the big cart. Yeah.
The big cart. I remember the big cart. Hey, I wondered though, because I don't know, maybe I was too young, but was he like...
I think so.
Yeah, kind of,
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You guys know that's the, I mean, the younger people that's probably younger than us, they probably don't know what that universal sign means.
Yeah.
But,
he was a little sweet.
Yeah, a little sugar booty. A little sugar booty. You can't counsel me because I ain't important yet.
Exactly.
For real. So man, that's when I remember I think we bought our school clothes from up there. We had fun up there in Ohio, man. It was dope.
I was just seeing, Halloween just passed, so they had candies sitting out at the job, and I saw the little candies, and I don't know them as the real name. I know them as penny candies, and I walked in, I was like, oh snap, y'all got penny candies. It was
penny candies.
It was like, what are you talking about? I said, man, it's an Ohio thing. You won't understand.
Penny candies.
I said, we used to go work in my grandfather's store and get paid through penny candy. We didn't get paid money.
Yeah, for real. Man, that was so fun up there at the store. Oh, man.
Yeah, good times.
Good times. Do you remember pranking our parents in the expedition, Florida City? It was around the evening time. The sun was kind of like going down. It was still in the air. And I don't know where we got the idea from.
First of all, excuse my language, but who the hell takes a stroll through Florida City? Like,
my point exactly, bro. Like they
y'all in a park,
like at a park, and y'all it's like picnic, and so they walking. I don't know what idea come from, but like, man, we should do like a drive-by prank on them. Like, we get in the car and we just turn the lights off and then just hit the gas, just ram the gas, see what they do. So. Of course, I had my license, so we jump in. I'm driving. We go around. We see them. They looking all happy. I'm like, look at them, And then I hit the lights and hit the gas. And what did Pops do?
He was trying to get the heck out the way. He was trying to and he pushed my mom down.
Pushed
and caught out running. I was trying to figure out how to dress that up, but I couldn't. It's no way to dress it up. I'm sorry.
When I tell you that was funny, we got in trouble now.
Oh my
God. We got in trouble.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. I was
it.
like, wow, I'll never forget that.
Man.
Yeah, Dad used to act tough. Act tough when them lights go. Oh my gosh, man. Man, what about the M85 crackers?
Oh my God.
Man, you probably don't remember, but I remember. I remember we had the red truck.
Yeah.
I remember we was driving. I had some in the truck. And there was a guy on a bicycle.
We did some stupid stuff with that red truck.
And man, don't do this. If y'all hear this, don't prank. Don't do that.
Do not try this at home.
I mean, y'all probably do it anyway, but you heard it from us. Don't do it. We lit the firecracker, threw it at the guy's tire. It popped, and the M80s was loud. It sounds darn near like a gunshot. Like, blah. The man fell off the bike. I kind of felt bad, but whatever. It was funny. It was funny.
We did stuff like that all the time. Remember you had the Michael Myers mask?
The Michael Myers
And we used to ride by people at night.
Yes.
Just let the window down and you just be like...
just looking, scaring the crap out of them. Scaring the crap out of them. It was crazy. What about we was in Kmart. We was little.
I just told this story the other day where we found the money.
We found the money. We was in Kmart.
It was this Kmart.
This right here on 88th Street, right here. Man, we're there, and his guy was on the phone, and I guess he went to reach in his pocket for something, and when he took his hand out of his pocket, the money fell. Mm-hmm. Don't do this at home, guys.
Because he had a pocket full of receipts.
Yeah. It fell by his foot, and I'm like, kid, look, he dropped money. So we debating like who gonna get it. So I'm like, I'll go get it. And I remember going over there. I put my foot on the money and I dragged my foot
all the way to the
other aisle. Grabbed the money. We ran to another aisle and we split it up. My mom probably never heard this story, so if she hit us, yeah, we did that. We wanted all the smoke.
All the smoke.
All the smoke. Man, that was crazy, man.
We had fun.
We had some
Jesus
fun
Christ.
times.
Remember
man.
we used to drink hot sauce?
Hot sauce. We had like hot sauce contests. Yeah, it was like we did some crazy farting contest. Yeah, man. Farting contest.
When I'm not telling my fart story. No.
Let me just say, our older brother, he had the stankiest farts, man.
It was silent.
It was silent but deadly. And y'all, if y'all know us, y'all know who we talking about. That boy had some garbage farts. Good God Almighty, boy. Oh my gosh, man. What about basketball? So we always grew up playing basketball. We played street basketball. We played organized basketball, YMCA.
Yeah.
When did you start playing? Like the first time? Like what made you start getting into basketball?
When I first started, I think I was 8. What made me want to get into basketball was when Pops used to play basketball at the YMCA.
At the Y, yep.
And at first, I saw him like, okay, just people running around, shooting the ball. But when I saw him dunk.
Oh, he dunked?
He had dunked one game. And I was like, okay, I think I like this. And that was all she wrote.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know he dunked. Yeah, I remember he used to play a lot at Tropical Park, right?
Tropical Park, Sunnyland Park. Yeah.
Yeah, that man, he had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I ain't know. So Pops. Shout out to Pops. He dunked that thing. Boy.
He funked that thing.
Okay.
One time, though. That was it.
That one time. That was it.
It was just that one time.
And then, so when we used to play in the Y, because we both played in the Y.
Yeah, he was my first coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just imagine having your dad as a coach. I mean, it's common nowadays.
Yeah.
Though, but that's dope.
It's funny, though, because like back in the day when he was coaching me, it was, mainly boys, maybe a couple girls sprinkled here and there throughout the teams. Mm-hmm. And I was real timid at first. Mm-hmm. And they said I was always tall, so they made me play center. And they used to push me around, this and that. And one day he pulled me to the side, jacked me up. He was like, man, you just got to get tough. I was like, all right, I'm going to get tough. Ever since then, the other coach used to come, hey, can you tell your daughter to calm down a little bit? He was like, nope.
Nope. Dang, so she was very tall for her age. So she played center. That's dope. So that's the difference from nowadays. Back in the day, your dad and your mom could be like, get tough, you know. Nowadays, you do that, man. The parents going to going to prison for 10 years.
God. Everybody's so sensitive. It don't make no sense.
I call it the Karen world.
But seriously.
It's crazy, man. It's like you scream at your kid, oh my God, you're abusive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
They feel, most people nowadays, they feel like they can say whatever they want. But if you say that, give them that same energy, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
and
a whole nother. That's going to be about a whole 2-hour podcast for that one.
Karen's world. So we definitely grew up playing our childhood basketball games. I can give you a couple, of course, and everybody in the hood know this one. You know, start off with 21.
Most definitely.
Even before you had like the 3-on-3s, the 2-on-2s, you always start with 21.
21 to tip.
Tip out. Yeah, tip out. Man, and from there, that's when the competition come in. That's when you start balling.
Yeah.
So let's explain to the people how does 21 work as far as basketball? Like
21, the first person, whoever decides to go first, they shoot the ball from either, it's a 3-point line, right?
It's either the half court or three.
Right.
Just, yeah.
Depending on
in the hood, you make up stuff. Just like with Uno, there's no set rules in Uno when it comes to the hood. It's just
right. And then whoever shoot that first shot, if they make it, that's 3.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going, and each point is 2 points.
It was 1 point.
1 point
within the arc.
Yes.
Within the arc, and there's 2 points outside the arc. And the first person to get to 21 wins.
Yeah.
Now the crazy part is with 21, there is no teams. It's everybody against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody against everybody. And usually, if it's a huge gap, let's say if it's me, you, and 2 other dudes, and this dude Jimmy got 19. We got like 12 and 13.
Everybody double teaming
him.
He's not getting.
Yeah, he's not getting nothing. Yeah, so
it's all kind of fouls.
It's all type of fouls. Man, you fouled? No, I didn't. Man, come on, bro, you crying? Come on, cuz.
Stop crying.
Yeah, 21, man, 21, and then tip out is something similar. There's no teams really. It's just.
You just got to shoot it in the air.
You got to shoot it in the air. So when the ball is, it's not it's a brick too, right? You can do it from the brick too. Yeah. So you got to jump off the ground and you got to shoot the ball while your feet is off the ground.
Right.
If you make it with 2 hands, you have a chance to prove it, and then this person gets like a point, or like a penalty point.
Yeah.
And then that's from the last person that shot the ball. So for example, if I shot the ball and missed it, Kianna jumps in the air, grabs it, and shoots it with 2 hands. That penalty is on me if she proves it at the free throw line or the 3-point line.
Right. Yep.
If she makes it with 1 hand, then I'm automatically out. It was
fun.
It was fun.
Very, very competitive game.
Very competitive.
Good times.
So with basketball came a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Can you remember your first injury?
Probably something simple like a sprained ankle or something,
It went from a sprain to the Achilles to even recently now, like what like
my Achilles tendon.
So I know I probably heard the story, but how did this happen? How did you injure yourself to the point now? Like you have to get shots and stuff like in your ankle.
Yeah, right? Matter of fact, on Monday I go get my second dose of injections, PRP injections. A lot of people think it's like cortisone shots, but it's not. It's they take my blood and they take the plasma from it. And they do something to it in the lab and then inject it back into my foot, to the injury area. And it's pretty much my DNA is supposed to help it mend back together, the Achilles. So
he had an Achilles injuries, but
yes. So I'm pretty much like a science experiment right now.
But I'm assuming it was serious since you have to.
Yeah, it was torn in half. It was half. It was halfway torn.
Damn.
So the doctor, as soon as I went there, I've been feeling pain for maybe about 2 years now, and you know how we grew up. If it ain't killing
broke,
you,
fix it.
Exactly. So I would feel the pain and then it'll go away. So I was managing it. Then one day I went to do a security check and I got halfway up the stairs and I had to stop because I felt this pulling feeling like it wasn't right.
Dang.
And I stopped, and then it would be times where I'd just be walking and I feel a pulling feeling again, or I just stand up too long. It was just bad.
It was bad. But how did it happen? Where you were so this happened 2 years ago.
I believe so.
That's just how I remember it. So you injured it and you ain't really paid no mind, and then it just got worse.
I think it just got worse over time because I remember buying socks, special type of compression socks that has like a little cushion in the back to guard that area. And I remember changing my shoes and my boots, and Sometimes it worked, sometimes it wouldn't. And now it just got to the point where it just became unbearable. So how it happened, it probably happened during basketball.
Yeah.
And then again, it may not. I don't know. I really, no.
Okay.
No.
Man, I remember when you got my butt on the court, it was a while back. We played at Robert George Park.
That was my stomping ground. I love that part.
Man, when we out there playing, I think we were playing full court or half court? I think it was half court.
Probably was half.
Man. I played that one game. I think I played one or two. Man, I felt like I was finna die. I'm like, all right, I'm never playing basketball again. This is, man, it's been years.
Yep.
I remember scratching a dude. He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight. I didn't cut my nails.
Listen, at Robert George Park, everybody wanted to fight.
Yeah, but I cut this dude bad, though. This dude was like he was like, man. I'm like, my man. What you? I ain't got no nail clipper, dog. I guess we're gonna have to fight then, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I remember my first bad injury was at Homestead Senior High.
Homestead, the Broncos.
I was playing the game, and mommy and daddy was there. And I went to dive for the ball or something. And when I landed on my left knee. And it swelled up like a balloon.
Dang.
So, you know the word. She's at the top of the bleachers. Oh, my baby. Come running down. My daddy like, man, sit your But yeah, that thing swelled up like a balloon. And that's when my knee problems began. That one injury. And it's been messed up ever since.
Basketball. A lot of people think, basketball is what. It's like, man, it's a tough sport.
When it gets really competitive, you got a group of competitive people and everybody is trying to get, that win.
Yeah.
You never know what may happen.
Man, hood basketball. I remember arguing with a dude that we was tight in high school and we were playing at Southdale Park. Mm-hmm. And I think he called a foul. I don't know what happened. We almost got into a fight, and literally we stopped talking for a long time. Yeah. Eventually I was like, "Damn, my bad, bro. It's basketball." But it gets very, very competitive.
Yeah,
it gets very competitive. Man, so the creative arts. So this is where you shine because you're very good at like designing. Like, matter of fact, I got I got another one, but I forgot to bring it from work. So I do photography. So I got a thermal made a photography one, but I also got one for Marc being podcast. So I'm pretty sure you can see it here. So she made this. So every episode, I'm rocking this, And if y'all want one, y'all holla at me, holla at her. We gonna get you right. It's very affordable. The quality is dope. This looks just like my logo. It is fire. So get your hands on one.
Appreciate it.
Get your hands on one. So I know you're really good at like PowerPoints and stuff like that. Like you've done it for funerals and events and all of that. What did you learn that from? Did you learn it like it was like something like a class in high school or?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I started getting interested in the PowerPoints with Miss Neal class.
Miss Neal.
Yeah. Miss Neal class. And ever since then I just like computers, like doing different things on the computer, trying different softwares and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when it came to the photo shows, I think I was at home and I wanted to do something for Facebook. That's when Facebook was just starting to pop. Or was it MySpace? It was one of them. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to put together like a little photo show. And I did one for Facebook and I posted it and mommy liked it and it was on after that.
It was on. Yeah. And you definitely got, what I'm on. Woo, she gonna work you, boy.
Oh my God.
So you got plenty of practice with that. But the best part about that is it turned into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your business?
Kianna's Creations. And LLC.
That was just finna say this ain't no just on the fly. No, this is an LLC, people.
Kianna's
this is
Creations,
official.
LLC.
Official.
Yeah.
So when I heard of that, I'm like, Kianna making? Because I remember I was on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm scrolling. I ain't even got my phone, but I'm scrolling through and I see like, the thermal turning. I'm like, I see Kianna. I'm like, okay. All right, she probably made one. All right, cool. So, and then I just seen them start popping up and I'm like,
yeah.
And I called him like, you do cups? You're like, yeah, bro, I do cups. I'm like, bro, you gotta make me one. And so, nice as shit. She was like, nah, I got you. I'm like, nah, I'm a small business owner because I know how it is to.
And I appreciate that.
So I'm like, nah, I'm paying it for full price because I know what it is. Like with photography, oh man, that's too much. It's like, man, y'all know how many hours I gotta edit these photos and stuff like that. So I want it full. I know exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. So what made you get into like designing cups?
Well, go back to when I was, when we was kids, we was always in trouble.
Always.
One of the things that I got in trouble for, I was always curious. I used to take stuff apart and try to put it back together, see if it worked. A lot of times it didn't work, but hence me getting in trouble all the time. But I just always like working with my hands. And fast forward to now, last year when the pandemic hit, it was a lot of stuff going on at work, especially working in the jails. It hit us hard because that's already not the cleanest place to work anyway. And last year, I was going to bid out and bid somewhere else or whatever. And they was like, no, just stay, whatever. You're going to keep your girls, lockdown, because I had a particular group of inmates. And when this year came in too, it completely changed. And I ended up getting all COVID inmates, positive COVID inmates. From mental health to you name it, any type of image you could think of, any type of custody level, I had them, and they all were positive. Wow. So I'm in there with a freaking hazmat suit, but it wasn't even a real hazmat suit. It was like a dollar store raincoat type thing. And so I'm stressing because nobody would come in there. It was I just had to fend for myself for those 8 hours. Yeah. And I was like, man, I need some type of escape route. I need something that's going to relax me and clear my mind when I'm not at work. Yeah. And anybody who knows me knows I like to drink. Jack and Coke is my drink. But I realized I couldn't drink my life away because that brings a whole nother set of problems that I didn't want.
Of course.
So I was like, I got to do something. And I was just YouTubing different things. And I was like, I see people doing cups. It don't seem like that hard. And last year for Christmas, Cricket had a sale. And I was talking to this girl about it.
Cricket, like the phone Cricket?
No, I'm sorry. The Cricket, it's like a cutting machine, but they have different products. They got the heat press, they got all kind of stuff. Okay. But the cutting machine is kind of what caught my eye because I saw on the YouTube, every YouTube tutorial I was watching, they always using the Cricket. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to a girl that I knew at the job, and she was doing T-shirts. And I was like, yeah, I think I want to do the cups and this and that, but I don't know if I should buy the Cricket. She said, trust me, just buy it. I bought it like in November. And it sat in the box until February. And I never bothered to open it. And when I started getting the COVID inmates, which was February, I was like, well, this box in here, I need to do something to clear my mind. So I opened it up, tried it out, and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. My first cup, I did it as a birthday present for a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. And it came out horrible. It was not cute at all. Mm-hmm. But it was my first cup. And it was my first time practicing with epoxy. Epoxy is basically 2 chemicals. Well, they have different types of epoxy. They have marine epoxy for like boats and stuff, repairs and stuff.
That's what I'm thinking, like the epoxy for boats. Okay.
Yeah, they have many different ones. And it's like, depending on the project, it can be very strong. Like the one for the marine and the boats and stuff, that stuff is so strong, you have to wear a mask. But like the epoxy for like arts and craft, some people wear masks. It doesn't really bother me that much. So I don't really, at home, wear a mask. But I don't really follow rules that much. But so I started practicing with that, and here we are.
Nice.
So now I do cups, I do dominoes, I do tables, I do license plates.
You do license plates too?
Yeah, I design license plates. I just started getting in. I just etched some whiskey glasses.
I saw that.
Whiskey glasses and shot glasses. I saw that on YouTube too. Yeah,
Is that process like different than I guess doing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you don't take your time and know what you're doing with that stuff, it can not be good. Like it smells like a relaxer. That's how strong it is. Oh yeah. That I wear a mask for that because I can't do it. And if it gets on your skin, it starts like that burning irritation type feeling. Yeah. Of course you can't get it in your eyes, and anywhere it touch, if you don't have something on that glass, it's gonna stain that glass and it's not coming out. So my first one I messed up, but
So when you working with this type of epoxy, and do you wear gloves?
Yes, most definitely. I have to.
What type of gloves? Is it like the regular plastic gloves or
the regular latex gloves? Yeah,
I said plastic.
Yeah. No, they got some cheap ones that I would not touch. No. But you got to take your time with the epoxy, because if you don't mix it right and pour the right measurements for each one, it could either be sticky or it can never dry, or it could, a lot of different things could happen.
Okay. Yeah. Dang. Sounds very complex.
It's tedious. Very tedious.
And how does it go? Like, I guess we'll go back to the normal.
Okay.
So how do you get the picture? So you're able to put any picture someone sends you? Any picture.
As long as the resolution is good. Yes.
And what's like the best resolution? I mean, I know it, but I know you have the JPEG, PNG.
Right. Well, as far as me, if I look for an image online, I typically go for like SVG.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a lot clearer than the rest of them. Most people don't really know about a lot of resolutions, so I just tell them, listen, I need it to be extremely clear on your phone in order for me to put it on, because once I blow it up, the image can be kind of, So as far as the actual resolution, it's hard to say, because different people's everyone's phone is different. Some people have iPhones and some people have the very first Android that was ever created. And sometimes I have to doctor it up and, try to do it something on the app to try to clear it up. But I work with what you give me. And if I just can't work with that picture, then I always try to find another way.
Okay. And so the epoxy that you use for like the dominoes is the same type that you would use for these whiskey glasses?
Well, I don't use epoxy for the whiskey glasses.
Oh, it's a whole different...
It's a whole different process. Oh. Whole different process. Yeah.
But for the dominoes, whatever, you use epoxy.
I use the same arts and crafts dominoes. I made epoxy.
I would assume the dominoes is like very time consuming because it's so many pieces.
Actually, pouring the dominoes, the actual size, that's not the time consuming part. I mean, you have to take your time because you don't want it to overflow, because you want them all to be the same level. The part that requires the most time is coloring in the dots.
Oh, you color? Oh,
yes, you have to color in by hand with a little paintbrush, and it can be very aggravating.
Wow.
Yeah. Dang, right. So when I post my prices for them, and I'm like, that price is very well deserved, because the time and the effort that I'm putting into this stuff is on top of working a full-time job, know.
That I could definitely relate to you when it comes to photography. I don't even do I do headshots because it's easier and it's just better. I don't do so. For y'all looking, do not contact me about no birthdays, events, weddings. I do not do them. Now, if you want a headshot, a professional headshot, I got you. But anything else, I do not do it because it's time consuming. Like, you get these pictures, you come in and you edit them. Every single tooth, you got to make sure it's white. It's like painting, and every pimple, every blemish, got to remove it. You got to smooth the skin. And I've edited some pictures where, man, hey, I'm sorry, females, but some of y'all don't know how to do makeup. Like, good God almighty. I'm zooming in. I'm like, what the?
It's a whole nother person.
It's a whole nother person. I got to fix your eyelashes and... Bro, I gotta all that's time. Y'all be blowing me. Oh, is it done yet? No. For you, it's a whole nother month because you messed your makeup up. Let me stop. But I'm serious though.
It's funny, but it's true.
Yeah. So you did one for Pops on his dominoes, or? Yeah,
I did. Yeah? I did. He wanted UM, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins into like one logo. So I just did the UM's symbol, and on one side I did the Miami Heat, and on the other side I did the Dolphins. So I just made it one. Yeah.
Hey, I don't laugh at my pops. He likes the Miami Heat and the Dolphins. I be going down Facebook. Y'all be, the Dolphins trash. You need to fry them up on the grill. And hey, listen.
That's my team too.
Hey,
so
for real. Like,
it's whatever.
Don't stop disrespecting.
It's whatever.
Watch, I'm going to get some posts on my
most definitely. Most definitely.
Oh, man. So that's dope. So I didn't know, like, so you do all type of, like.
Yeah.
So what, like, so if you can remember now, so what all products have you done?
I've done.
You can start with, I guess, the thermals. And then.
Okay. I've done those cups, different sizes. I have a 12 ounce, two different types of 12 ounce. I have a regular 12 ounce that's like a kid cup, and I have a 12 ounce that's like a wine tumbler. And then I have the 20 ounce, which is what you're drinking out of now. And then I have the 30 ounce, which is a tad bit bigger than that. So I have the cups, I have the license plates, I have the dominoes. I designed the tables, the wooden tables, like the dinner tray tables.
Yeah, it's like the small foldable ones.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I designed those, serving tray tables, rolling tray sets that comes with the rolling tray, the grinder, and the ashtray. Now I'm doing the glass etching. Someone just hit me up today and asked me to design some custom golf balls, so I guess I'll be trying that soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what? So, custom. So they're gonna be playing with them.
They may. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about golf.
Yeah, I'm just
all
like,
I know is that you go to the golf course and you drive the cart. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else.
For real. They better not be, because I mean, you hitting it, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't.
Okay, well, we ain't gonna get into
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so pretty much anything that has like a hard surface,
yeah,
you could pretty much do.
Yeah,
and that's including wood and just anything.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking to possibly get involved in maybe t-shirts.
Oh, the t-shirts too.
Just a little something. I'll probably start off with just doing some little funny shirts for myself, and see if people like it. Then I roll with it.
Well, man, I just probably got an idea, man.
What's
I might
up?
be able to.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Hey, boy.
I could do that.
Okay,
I could do that. Oh, that's another thing I designed. The controller stand for like
like that.
Yes, I did one recently. It was a Cowboys fan. Money calls, but yeah, I did a Cowboys fan thing one, and it came out okay.
I actually saw that. I was like, yo, but I can't take that off because if I take that off, it's a wrap. It's just like a cheap little sticky thingy.
Oh yeah,
take it off, it's a wrap. So, but man, I might just have to buy another one.
Man, listen,
I like logos because honestly, logos is important.
Yeah, most definitely.
Honestly, I believe that's why, because I just did a photo shoot with my insurance agency. I did fresh headshots.
Okay.
And that all stemmed from the mug.
Really?
I kid you not. Like, I mean, I do it on purpose anyway. Okay. But I would drink and people would see it. And I'm pretty sure the agency only saw it and was like, oh, can you do this? I'm like, of course, And it kind of just reminds people like,
Right.
So yeah, logo, man, you in the right profession, boy.
Man,
for real.
I decided to do something I love doing, and it's so relaxing to me. Like I put on my music, like I get off from work and I put on my music, my old school or whatever. It depends on the mood I'm in, because I may feel a little rowdy. I may put on a little rap.
Yeah.
But listen to my music. Sometimes I may have a little drink. Sometimes liquor, not all the time, but
sometimes people. Okay, right. Don't judge my sister. Okay,
exactly. Let me live.
Let her live. You know what I'm saying? You do you. Let her do her.
Exactly. Then I'll work on that for about a good 2 hours, and then I call it a night.
Dope. Wow. I always speak to this about people about doing your passion. Like, man, you got one life to live. If you wanna go skinny dip in Lake Michigan or whatever, go skinny. Like,
exactly.
Do what you want to do, because you know what, man. Like, and we're gonna get to that like towards the end, but like we work, and I'm talking strictly for the full timers. Full time hours, that takes up all of your day. Especially if you got like a crazy shift, like an overnight, or you midday work till 11, midday, and all of that. So it's it could be very tiresome. It could be very stressful, and it takes up most of your day. Literally, like, you got to think about it too. Even before going to work, you got to get ready. You got to deal with traffic. Something might happen. You probably got to stop by and get gas. Like, so you got to prep before work, like an hour, hour and a half. I don't know. You know, it just depends on who you are. And then after work, you got to drive in traffic going home. You might have to, I got to do this before I go home, before I forget. So your whole day is like, it's shot. And that's just 5 days, sometimes 6 days out the week if you're doing overtime or whatever. So do what you love, because I look at you and I'm like, damn, my sis doing it. It's like she just started it because, you know, she was just chilling, you know. You know what it is? A lot of people, they get bored and they just do stupid stuff, but you found a way. You did something productive and something that you like, and it went from one customer to. And I looked at you showed me your things. You had a lot. I'm talking in the hundreds, people, and I'm like, yo.
And it's funny you said, you know, I chose to do something productive. I remember as a kid, Mom used to always tell me, out of mind is a devil's playground.
Yeah.
So in my line of work, you can't just be out there doing stupid stuff, because you're gonna get cased up real fast. Yeah. Ain't got time for that.
Yeah, for real.
I like nice things. So
for real.
So I figured, you know, why not do that? And when I first started out, I was just doing it just because it was a hobby. And somebody saw it and was like, man, you should sell this. I'm like, sell it? I don't want to buy this ugly stuff, like, you know. And people just kept saying it. My first orders were for Mother's Day in May. And people was buying them like left and right, left and right, left and right. Now I'm doing cups for my job, you know, for lieutenants, captains. I'm just, it's.
That is so fire. Yeah, that is dope, man.
And word is traveling.
Some people, man, they'll start something and it just failed businesses. On your first try, it's like pop, 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 pop. It just lines up. That is fire.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
It's a blessing. It really is, because I didn't expect to be doing this, man. I just go to work, you know, and do my 8 hours and come home, and it's crazy because before the pandemic, I was partying. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't at the clubs, but it was always at some kind of get together or a football game, basketball game, whatever. And when the pandemic hit, it was nothing really to do, and I would just sleep all day. And I remember praying. I was like, God, I'm tired of sleeping all morning. Like, this is annoying. I was like, you know, I need to find some type of purpose, something to do. And here we are.
And to my Christian brothers and sisters, you heard that? A simple prayer.
Yeah.
A simple prayer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? A simple prayer. He hears you.
Yes.
He hears you.
He definitely
hears
does.
everyone. It doesn't have to be exquisite. Like, he knows when you're serious. And man, that's
and I'm not one of those people that go to church every Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I can't tell the last time I've been to church. But when I need to get a prayer out, I know how to get a prayer out.
Yeah, faith without works is dead. Yeah. So she prayed. She say, "Well, I need to do something." The idea came. She didn't just let the idea just go. She actually capitalized on it. She, let me do this, you know. And she just did it for fun, not knowing that this John is going to turn to an LLC, people.
Yeah,
an LLC, right?
I'm working on a website right now as we speak. Actually, I'm going to need your services. I need a professional headshot, you know.
I got you.
Right.
I got you. No,
so once I get that down pack, I get the business cards down pack.
Speaking of business cards, so I did the headshot. Not the headshot, the business card. And usually I will just hit up Fiverr. And so Fiverr is just, you know what Fiverr is? So Fiverr is just like a company. It's like I can say marketing. It's a team of creators. So if you need a logo done, you hit them up, and they have a long list of like people that do logos.
Okay. A
long list of people that do video edits. People that just do creative arts. So you go in there, you just type in business cards. Okay. So you have like hundreds of sellers. Oh, I do this type of business card. I do that type of business card. And whatever style fits your boat, you just holler at him or her and be like, oh, I want this done. I want it to look this way.
Right.
You send them the picture and then they'll create the words and everything for you. And they'll see you like a rough draft. Do you like this one? No? Okay. How about this one? You like this one? Okay. And then that'll be the final product.
Okay.
Thing is with that, it gets a little expensive. So I just decided to design my own. So this is mine's.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I saved myself like $120 or $80 or whatever.
And see, you know what I love about this card? You ain't got all this extra information. 9 times out of 10, you put all this personal information with numbers and all that stuff on it. People don't even be paying attention to that.
For real.
All you need is this one little barcode. And
that's it. And it'll take you to the IG, it'll take you everywhere, anywhere you need to go. And, you know. And I'm not a fan of putting my phone number on business cards anyway.
Yes.
So it's like.
Yes. You want to contact me? Email is at the bottom.
Email. Or you can hit the QR code and it'll take you to my YouTube or my IG or whatever. And you can message me there. And then if I like you, then maybe I'll put you on the pocket. If I like you. But I don't want you calling me. You know?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
But when you get your business card made, make sure you do the QR code.
Okay.
Like, so when you do the thingy, it'll take like this, it takes you to the YouTube. But in your case, once you get your website done, that QR code lead them straight to your website.
Okay.
Like straight. You don't have to type in Kian's Creations or whatever.
Right.
You just boop and it's right there.
Perfect.
So that's dope.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's dope. So man, so you about to get a website and
I'm working on that right now.
That is dope.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm working on it right now. Just great things coming. Great things coming.
Things are coming. So now you want to move further than this. You want to do flooring.
Yes.
So elaborate on that. So what you trying to do, like epoxy flooring for like apartments or?
Yeah, apartments, businesses, garages. I've seen, I'm always on YouTube. Anybody who I work with, if y'all watching this, y'all know I'm always on YouTube 24/7.
YouTube University.
Yes. And I see some really dope designs with the epoxy flooring and the epoxy countertops. So I kind of want to dibble and dabble and see, of course I'm going to try. I'll probably try with the small tables I have first. Man, see where it goes from there.
Yeah. I might get rid of this or I might use this for podcasts, but whenever you get dope at it, you got a customer. Hey, just put my logo right there, design it how you want to do it, and that'll be dope. All right,
cool. I'm gonna practice a little bit first, and then
by that time I probably have better lenses, so it'll show like more of the table, and it'll show people. But yeah, man, I'm your biggest fan. Hey,
I'm down.
Take my money.
Listen, and you know what the crazy thing is? I'm trying to get emotional, but. I'm a real OG. I can't cry. But it's so overwhelming, and it's so I can't describe the feeling. The amount of love I'm getting. Like I didn't expect people to really be like. That's how you really know the people that really are in your corner. Yeah. They didn't have to buy. It's 1,000 people up in Broward County that's doing exactly what I'm doing, but people are buying my stuff simply because of the connection that we have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The rapport that we have. This one lady came to me. She wanted me to do 2 tables, 2 cups, and some other stuff. And it's other girls that was doing it. And she said, I wanted to do business with somebody who I know is going to put their all into it, who I know is going to make sure that this come out right. And if it's not right, she's going to make sure that she corrects it.
Wow.
And
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
For real. That's how I feel about this podcast, man. Like, I didn't know where to start with this, but I just started asking people I know, and everybody's like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll do it. Let's go. And I was like, yo. Yeah. Especially the phone call my cousin gave me yesterday. I was on the way home, and it shocked me. I don't want to get emotional. Yeah. So Tony Evans, man, hey, I know you're going to watch the podcast. Shout out to my cousin, Tony Evans, man. He shocked me with this one. So I'm driving home. Right. I'm thinking about, I got to do a podcast tomorrow. I got to finish the outline. And So he hits me up. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yo, what up, cuz? He was like, yo, what's up, cuz? And we just talking. He was like, man, I love what you're doing, man. The podcast. And I'm like, oh, I appreciate it. And I'm thinking like, yeah, it's the podcast. He was like, dog, I've watched every single episode. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, cuz I be telling people about your podcast and man, good stuff, man. And I was like, yo, that is so like, it threw me off guard because you wouldn't think people are paying attention, but they are paying attention. They looking. And I'm like, yo, that is fire, man. That just gave me motivation to just keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then sometimes it comes from like people you least expect. Like,
I
had a friend of mine, honestly, I can't even call him, he's a Facebook friend. I don't know if I'm a can of paint. We never even really had a conversation. Like, it's not like he hopped in my DMs like, little mama, let me holler at you. None of that. He saw I was posting stuff on my page and he just ordered a couple of things. And then came back a couple months later and was like, yeah, I'm gonna get something else.
Wow.
And I'm like I'm shipping orders now. Yeah, like I'm legit.
Yo, it's
definitely every day I wake up, I just
trust me.
Just grateful.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I'm in the same boat, man. Oof, man, it could be way worse. And just,
exactly.
Blessed. There's more clients, and just imagine like you would have jumped on this John when you were 18. What you think you would have been right now? You probably would be doing floors. Yeah. I probably would have had my own. Yeah. It's coming though. It's coming.
It's coming. Don't look up. You ride by, you just see a shot. Kianna's correct.
Right.
That's me.
For real. Hey, this goes back to the story. I always put myself in the example of, the race, the hare and the turtle. Okay, y'all could be the hare. That's fine. That's cool.
Right.
I'll be the turtle. I'll wait my turn because I know when my turn come.
Exactly.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a done deal.
That's so true. It's so true. Yeah. That's how I live my life too. Yeah. I sit back. Hey, you doing good? You living your life? I congratulate you.
Yeah, for
real.
You
know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on nobody. But when it's my time to shine, let me shine.
Let me shine. That's it. For real. And so when you were describing, so I'm assuming you get most of your customers from like referrals.
Yes. Yes. Mostly word of mouth. Sometimes, of course, through the Instagram, through my Instagram. Kianna's Creations. That's pretty much it. Like, it's just somebody telling somebody else, and yo, she do good work, and I get calls. And it's funny because when I finish a bulk order, and I'm like, okay, I can relax, Somebody else hit me up. Hey, do you do this? Yeah, I do this. Okay, can you give me? The order's just constantly rolling in.
Nice. So, that's dope. That is dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you hope to gain or accomplish when you start epoxy flooring? I'm assuming you already answered that again. So you're doing apartments, businesses, whatever. It's,
Right.
Cool. Yeah. All right. And so we're going to get to the controversial part. I always try to put a little bit of controversy. It's not crazy. It's just, it's something simple. It's something light.
I don't mind it.
All right. Cool. So, do you think the media has too much influence on how people move?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I agree. I agree definitely with the COVID-19. I think it's just a big deal for nothing, really. Like, even at the beginning, what are your thoughts about that? Like, I guess we can start with like every hurricane season. The media jumps up, get this, and everybody bop everything, and the hurricane don't even come. And I don't know how many times we go through this every single summer or hurricane season. It's the same old thing.
Yeah.
It's the same old thing.
The thing that, especially at the beginning of the whole COVID thing, that really irritated me, because everybody was like, oh my God, they want to buy all the alcohol, all the toilet paper, all the antibacterial wipes and all that. And it's just like, y'all do realize this COVID-19 thing is, if you just be clean like you're supposed to, you'll be fine.
That's it.
I definitely think it is real though.
No, it is,
a lot of people has passed away from it, which is unfortunate. mean, most people had underlying health issues, which is definitely unfortunate. But I definitely think this whole vaccine thing, no disrespect to nobody who has taken a vaccine or wants to take the vaccine. I just don't understand why it's like, if I don't take the vaccine or I don't want to take the vaccine, I'm a bad person. Yeah. And it's just like, what? How? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, my view on that is, I feel like they're turning this whole thing about the vaccine, the vaccinated and non-vaccinated or unvaccinated, it's kind of like religion. Because it's like the people who are saved, they're looking down on the people who are not saved. And it's like, okay, instead of looking down, okay, why don't you explain to me your logic? And then I explain to you my logic. And we have an adult conversation. And we could either agree to disagree or we can agree. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to get crazy. Yeah. Like, I have people at work that's vaccinated and they're like, oh, Key, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid because I don't want to get vaccinated. I hate out of all of the diseases that has been going on within the last century or so, whatever. They all have vaccines. Mm-hmm. None of them have ever been pushed by the government the way this disease has been pushed. Mm-hmm. Why? Mm-hmm. That doesn't scare you? That doesn't worry you? You just gonna go like the rest of the sheep and just go get the vaccine just because? Yeah. Once again, it's no disrespect to nobody that has it, but I'm sorry, I got a mind of my own and I haven't been convinced yet.
Yeah. I you know me, I totally agree. My wife, I said this on when we had Kayla on last episode. My wife is currently going through this now. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get with an agency and to start work. Mm-hmm. And they're like, "Oh, you have to get the vaccination." She requested for the exemption notice, due to religious purposes. Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Okay, well, we'll accept it, but that doesn't mean that we'll approve it."
Wow.
So it's like, I feel it's being forced on people. Yeah. It is like a religion. It is like politics. It's like, and it's to the point, insults are starting to be thrown. And
exactly.
It's like, and I'm like, listen, you starting to insult and you're belittling people now. It's like, come on, I don't do that. Yeah. Oh, you're stupid. I don't understand these people. And it's like, well, I don't understand you people either. Nah. Listen, but it's just, it's no disrespect. It's just, at the end of the day, we have God given rights. Mm-hmm. If I choose to say I don't want to get it, that should be it.
Yeah. I've even heard some people say, oh, if you're not vaccinated, you're not welcome to my house, or you're not welcome around. Oh my gosh. I haven't heard that one yet. Yeah. I just be like, okay, I'm used to being a black sheep. I don't care. Like, I'll be by myself. Ain't no problem.
For real.
Your friendship is not that important to me.
Hey, I think we got in trouble so much that I think that John is just in us. It's like, whatever, man.
Like, I go to work. I used to go to work. Man, I've been called every name but the child of God. Yeah. And to some people, it really gets under their skin. I'm like, yo, I done been cussed out more than you would imagine.
For real.
So for them cussing me out, I don't care. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can care less.
Yep. And with this whole thing, I think, and a lot of people just, and it's even outside of COVID, a lot of people just think that what they think matters. It's like, it's law. It's like, I think this, and
I think it's just the day and age, like this time. Everyone is either they sensitive, they feel like their opinion is law. It's
yeah. That's why I miss us growing up, because back then, man, you could it was just like an era of just like whatever. It was like, you can hit your kids, you could do this, and you ain't got to worry about it.
Even down to friends, we could fight today. Yeah. And tomorrow we'd be like, you good? You good? I'm good. And we good. What I'm saying? Now, people hold grudges and everyone feel like they got a point to prove. Everybody has to be the hardest. Yep. Everybody has to been going through the most stuff. Yeah. It's just not realistic. Yeah. I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Yep. I already asked that. And I also too think that social media, and it's probably has a reason of why a lot of things going on, but I do definitely think that social media has a very strong impact on the younger people.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like, I look at people that's younger than me, like way younger, 20, 21, 22, and that's all I see them. It's even to the point, the conversations is imaginary. It's like,
Oh my God.
I can't like, and I'm not a butthole or anything. I'm not a jerk. I have very short patience with stupid talk or dumb talk. Like if we're having a conversation and you say, oh, but that's not true because such and such on Facebook or Instagram said it. I'm like, what?
Man.
What does that have to do with
it's even down to dating.
Well, I've been out of dating for a minute.
Yeah,
but.
well, you're fortunate because I'm stuck in this crap. It's like, man, and I can't even say it's an age thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I typically, anybody who know me know I like my man a little seasoned, but but you go out on dates now, it's nothing to talk about. If you're not talking about something on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or something that one of these celebrities did.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to talk about. Yeah. I'm not saying we have to talk about politics because honestly, I hate politics. I don't care for them at all, but I know enough to have a decent conversation.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to turn up, party, so they can put it on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows I don't even really post.
Yeah.
If I do post something, it's a funny video or it's my product.
Exactly.
If I post a picture of me, it's because I'm out the country somewhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the only time I post. I'm either only posting the podcast. If I do like some light photography work, I'll post it. Right. But other than that.
Yeah, because I feel like it's nobody's business. Like the thing that kills me is when people are constantly posting their every move on Facebook, Instagram. I woke up this morning, I'm hungry, I want some cereal. Like, why does the world need to know that?
For real.
And they post, everyone knows when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're depressed. And then you open up all these different outlets for people to plug their opinion into.
Yeah.
And then you get mad when they plug their opinion into it. You're giving them the fuel to the fight.
Yeah. And not only that, there are some people on social media, I know their whole life.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen these people since like the 10th grade. And it's like, I know where you're at. I know you. I don't know you, but I know you. Right. It's like, man, I'm about to delete
seriously.
I'm about to delete a couple of y'all because, man, it's so dumb. It's like...
And then there's so many people, they use social media to paint a picture like something that they're not.
Yeah.
That's them living a whole nother life. And so you look at their Instagram and their Facebook and you're like, man, this person got their stuff together. They making all this money. They doing this, they doing that. And then outside of social media, you be like, this is how you living? Like
this is how you living. It's almost like a catfish kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I feel sorry for the younger people because they believe the stuff. They think that a marriage or a relationship is supposed to be like this, what you see on social media, and they won't even last 3 months, 2 months, a month, weeks.
People are getting married just so they can post it on Facebook and stuff.
Crazy.
I've seen a lot.
Crazy.
They'll be together with somebody for a couple of months, maybe a year. They get married, and then not even a whole year later, they get a divorce.
It's crazy. It is.
All
insane.
You see is my rock, my world, my man, da 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 dee dee. In the words of the famous T.I., you ain't got a lot to kick it.
Right.
You don't. I'm sorry.
Real.
I'm sorry.
Just
be you.
The funny ones be, my rock, this my this, and this my that. And I kind of predict them because it's like, you post
you going
everything.
too hard.
Yeah, I'll be like, I give it about a month. And sure enough, he this, he that, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, don't stop posting that.
Man.
Like, it makes you look like a liar. Like your word isn't like up there.
Right.
It's just, just don't do it.
It is what it is. I mean, like my music always say, you like it, I love it. That's your life. You got to be held accountable for whatever actions that you do. So,
for real.
And vice versa.
For real. And and just the last thing on that, it's just, like most people just, like I say a lot of people can't function without it. Just wake up in the morning. And I've done that a couple times.
I was just about to say,
but it's not like to the point where I know some people, man, if they lose their phone, they might commit suicide.
Oh no.
It's real.
I got it bad, but not that bad. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie. I like TikTok. I don't post it. I don't have not one thing to post, but it's funny.
It is.
So I would wake up on TikTok. I would go to sleep on TikTok, on Facebook or whatever. But as far as I use it for what it is, it's entertainment.
Exactly.
I don't.
And I think that's what the issue is. People don't know how to use it for entertainment. They use it personally.
Exactly.
And just expose everything, you know. And, you know, I'm beefing with this person because they thought that comment was shot towards them.
Oh, my God.
It's like...
That you know, actually, that happened to me with a couple of my friends, different occasions. But what? I would post different quotes. You know me, I'm always talking trash. Yeah. That's just what I do. Mm. And they would assume that it's about them. And then they would come later on down the line because no one ever approaches the situation when it's actually happening. Mm. They let the fire burn a little bit and then they come back. And they're like, yeah, you know, I know you were talking about me. What makes you think you're that important in my life for me to be posting about you? For real. If I don't post about my own life personally, what makes you think you're that important for me to put you on my page? Yeah. You're not. Real. You know, for real. But
that's crazy. It's just funny how this it just impacts people's lives. It's funny to me though, but it is what it is. Yeah. What do you think about? So did you see the Dave Chappelle's I guess last skit that he's done?
I did not see it yet. I haven't had a chance to. I hear a lot of talk, and the thing I don't understand about that is. I agree with him. The comment that everybody was going crazy over, it was like, oh, you talk bad about the LGB,
the elemental P community,
XYZ community. You know, you're gonna be in trouble, and it's true because anybody who's a real Dave Chappelle fan that has always watched his skits, he's talked about white people, he's talked about black people, Chinese people. It doesn't matter.
Everybody gets it.
Crackheads, it don't matter. And everyone can laugh, but then the minute he makes a gay joke, it's a problem. Why? Why? If you're so comfortable with your sexuality, then what's the problem? Yeah. I don't understand that. You know how many times I done been called out of my name?
For real. So Call of Duty alone for me.
Exactly. Like
I've been called every N-word, every colored, every porch monkey.
I never forget one day at work, working in intake, and it was this lady. She clearly a 20, mental issues, and she thought all black people look like monkeys. So nothing but us working in there. It was about 4 or 5 of us. Yeah. And so she's just going crazy. Oh, the little monkey this, little monkey that. Wow. My homegirl, she's light skinned, so she called her albino monkey. Like, wow. I don't even know how to explain it. It bothered me, but it was like, you're so ignorant. I can't do nothing but laugh at you. Like, I literally started laughing when she said that. Like, to this day, me and my friend now, we laugh at it. Like, yo, you do look like albino monkey. Like, we just be cracking jokes. And then one day, or that same day, everybody left. And it was just me and that inmate behind the door. And it was a radio behind me. So I went to change the station. She was like, oh, look at a little monkey playing with the little monkey radio. Like, wow. Bro, I looked at her like, man, it ain't even worth what I'm thinking about doing to you. So I'm just going to laugh at you. But, you know, like, I'd have been called almost every name in the book. Yeah. You can't, because somebody don't agree with your lifestyle. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Everyone has an opinion. If you hate a certain culture, or if you hate, that's on you. But don't let that. So going back to the whole, I was about to transition to the cancer culture. You know, they're trying to cancel the man Dave Chappelle and all of that because of, I guess, a joke or whatever segment or part of the show he said. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever. It's funny that, man, you can get people fired or canceled
because you don't like what they say.
Because you don't like what they're saying. What is the world coming to?
I still remember. Well, since we already talking about comedians, Kings of Comedy, BET, Comic View. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's all they did was crack jokes on people.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Queens of Comedy, all of that. Like, I don't.
It's
everyone's too sensitive. That's all it is.
Yeah. I just think people got too many. I guess what's the word?
People feel too entitled.
People feel too entitled, and I feel that people just got too much power.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I tell all my guests when they come on the show, listen, do not say what you do. Don't say where you work, because it might be something that you say and, it get around and all of that. So it's like,
I tell people all the time at work, I don't give a damn. My lieutenant, I don't care. Like, I'm say what I want to say. I'm the same person. Like,
I got colleagues at where I got the same attitude. They be like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not serious. I just don't care, dude. Like, for what?
Yeah.
What's there to care about? Like, what the heck, man? That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy." All right, so yeah, that's just a small little controversy. It wasn't nothing too crazy.
Nah.
Like,
Nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, of course, So if money isn't an issue, what whip would you get?
What whip would I get? If money is not the issue, dang, I never thought of that because that was like, man, money is always an issue. Right. But definitely it would have to be an SUV. I can't do. Ever since I left the cars, I can't.
Yeah, so SUVs is like that, huh?
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. I'm too long to be crawled up in the car, man. I can't do that. Yeah. I would probably say like a Mercedes truck or something like that. A Mercedes truck? Yeah.
Okay, fancy.
Yeah. I mean, if money wasn't the issue, but yeah.
Okay. So your ideal home, whenever you get your home, or if money isn't an issue, how many rooms would your ideal home have?
Ideal home, I would probably want a 4 or a 5 bedroom.
4 or 5. Upstairs, downstairs, or?
Downstairs.
Look at the Achilles.
I had to look at that foot. Downstairs. Hopefully a one story. I will probably turn some of those rooms into either like an office or a game room. That's probably why I want more rooms. Yeah. I would definitely want a couple car garages. Mm-hmm. Definitely yard space.
Yeah, for real.
Gotta have a basketball court. I don't care how messed up my foot is. I ain't never giving up on basketball. But yeah, hopefully right off of like a body of water. I love water. Okay. So, sit out there, just chill.
And I was gonna ask that, what would it be? So you on that beach tip?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Even if it's not a beach, it's just a little lake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some type of body of water. I prefer. Yeah.
So that's always something that I want to do. Whenever the money isn't an issue, I wanted to like just take 1 year and live in places that I always just wanted to. So for 1 year, I live in the city. Just for 1 year, right. The top floor. So that way at night, you look down on the city lights, and then the next year, that 1 year, I'll probably be on the beach. And then 1 year, I'll probably be on the countryside. Yeah. And then I just want to experience, all of that, and then make my decision. Okay, what do I like best?
That actually is a dope idea.
Yeah. And like I said, you just rent it for 1 year and just figure out, okay, beach. I thought I wanted beach, but I don't like this about the beach.
That's really dope.
Yeah. So I actually want to do that. That's something on my bucket list.
Yeah, we gotta wait till this economy go down.
For real, man, it's crazy, man. It's
it don't make no sense,
expensive, man. Man,
I can't live my best life. I can't.
I was gonna buy a house, but
man,
John spiked up, and
I've been saving. I've been credit score. Everything is like perfect.
Yeah,
and it's like. Still stuck. I don't want to be one of those people. No disrespect. I don't want to offend nobody.
Right.
But I don't want to be one of those people that's living paycheck to paycheck to pay my bills.
For real.
I don't want to do that. Because it's not living. So,
like I said on my last episode with Kayla, I choose to struggle. I choose to struggle because I'm making it a lifestyle. Meaning, I got money in the bank. I got some money in the bank. I got some money saved up. I look at that money as that ain't my money because that's just for whatever reason.
Rainy days
and all of that.
Yeah.
I put myself on a $300 limit every single 2 weeks. I get paid every 2 weeks. $300. That's for a haircut. Well, I cut my own hair now. My bad, Oscar, bro, if you're watching that. Nah, I ain't mad at you. Just, hey, man, it's real out here, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save. But, sun pass, gas, whatever I have to do throughout the 2 weeks, that's $300. And I keep it cash. I use credit card, but not like that.
Yeah.
Because I need to see what I have, because once I run out of these $300, that's it. I'm broke. I have to wait. So that's just creating a lifestyle for me that so I've had raises and all of that over the years. I'm still stuck on this $300. So I'm able to just save more.
It takes a lot of discipline.
It takes a lot of discipline.
I don't think I could do that.
I'm used to it now. I've been doing this for like 2 years now. Dang. And I paid my car off last year before the COVID. I paid my car off.
Okay.
My car notes was $254 a month. Not bad. It's not too shabby. Right. I still pay myself to this day $254.
Oh, that's good.
$254 every single 2 weeks. $127 every single 2 weeks. Because my next car, I just want to pay it off in cash. I don't like. That's dope. I don't like monthly payments. It's just it's like a whole bill.
Listen, trust me, tell me about it. I did not want a new car, right?
But yeah, I just continue to pay it as though I'm paying the bank when I'm paying myself. I do not touch it every single 2 weeks, $127. Right. So get something nice and so I just been doing that lately. And so heck yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And if you could travel a certain way, doesn't matter about time or whatever, but how would you travel? Would it be by boat, car, plane, train, underground? If you had to travel.
I love the water, and as much as I love the water, I wouldn't say a boat because it's gonna take forever to get there.
But time isn't an issue.
Oh,
time isn't an issue.
Yeah, I say boat then. If time wasn't an issue,
boat.
Yeah.
I would love to say boat. I get seasick too fast.
Okay.
Man, I remember one time it was bad. Actually, 2 times I remember it was bad. The first time I remember we went to the cruise to nowhere when we was little. We just go out there and then come back. I was in the room the whole time. I couldn't do it. And then we went to the Keys to do on a little fishing trip.
I
or whatever.
Remember that.
And I was messed up. I was like, yo, I'm healthy, but what is going on? Why am I keep getting seasick?
Yeah.
Even to this day, the last couple of boats I've went on, I've been good, but I don't know. There's just something about it.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I'd probably choose. I don't really care about plane, really.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. Your life is in somebody else's hands. One particular person. I ain't got time for that.
Not only that, the process of getting on the boat, you got to go through TSA. Only one bag, and this bag too heavy.
And they got to charge you.
Yeah.
Like the slightest thing. I guess it's kind of like the same with a boat, but I feel a little safer on a boat.
And on boat, you can do things. Like you can get up, you can walk. There's a pool there. They probably have like a slide. Man. They have drinks. You have, shows.
You're not stuck next to somebody.
You stuck, and this girl probably smell like corn chips and
I'll never forget when we went to me and Kayla. We went to see Hershey and Philly. Man. Our seats were separated. I had to sit all the way in the back by the bathroom.
Dang.
So I'm sitting there and I'm in the seat where the aisle is. And there was 2 other seats. And there was a little boy next to me. And I guess his older brother was by the window. And I'm just sitting there. I just put my hoodie over my head, over my face, and went to sleep. I had my headphones on. And I woke up the heck is this smell? The little kid just farting and laughing the whole time. And I'm like, bruh. Now, if I slap this little kid,
for real,
the dude gonna be mad.
Right.
I was like, you know what? God. Luckily, it wasn't a really long flight.
Yeah.
But sometimes planes annoy me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've even heard stories of people be walking to the bathroom, they shoes off. And I'm like,
kids kicking the back of your seat and stuff.
Where y'all come from, man? What?
Who raised y'all?
For real.
Man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So we're towards the end.
Okay.
And always at the end of a podcast, I always have some type of game that it's like fun thinking. It's like, whatever.
All right, I'm down for that.
This game, I call it Name It. So this is kind of the first time I've used it. So I describe it, you name it. One guess only. You have 1 second to answer.
1 second? All right.
1 second.
All right.
Of course, the first couple questions or describe it or name it is going to be easy so you can get the drift
the gist
of it.
And
then it'll get a little tough. So,
okay.
All right. Ready? So it's 10 of them.
Okay.
When the hot sign is on.
Krispy Kreme.
Dang, you sharp. Jeez. Okay. Not as loyal as dogs, but are pets as well.
Cats.
Okay, cool. These insects will make a grown man run out of the house.
Insects. Roaches.
Roaches, yes. When this thing needs repair in Miami, your life is uncomfortable until it's repaired.
AC.
There's always a debate of which is better. I like to use the one that resembles artificial intelligence. This is where it's get difficult. I'll repeat it again because it's kind of long, right? There is always a debate of which is better. So it's only one or the other. I like to use the one that resembles artificial intelligence.
I don't know that one.
You'll be like, oh, snap. I'll tell it at the end.
Hey.
In Miami, a lot of people will hit you and take off because they do not have
insurance. When
these people set up, their suites are amazing. They are only around a certain time of the year, though.
No, it's very fun.
What? You're sharp.
Boy.
Okay. Red letters. This service is pretty cheap per month.
Red letters is pretty cheap. Red letters?
Well, my bad. Red letter. This service is pretty cheap per month.
Netflix.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what word is it? Red letters? Okay.
A tropical bird, round sweets, and milk.
Uncle Toucan.
You got it. Well,
Fruity Loops. Yeah.
What you sharp? Jeez. Okay. You can catch this at a certain time of the day. No time for sleeping in.
Certain time of the day. Brunch?
You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I said there's always a debate of which is better, I like to use the one that resembles an artificial intelligence. You like to use the one that is artificial intelligence.
Oh, the phone.
iPhone.
Oh,
Android.
my God.
I know the wording is, I had to make it kind of tough.
Okay.
And then the other one was, you can catch this at a certain time of the day, no time for sleeping, sunrise.
Oh, my God. I'm like, yo, okay. All right, so I got two wrong.
And
that was fun.
Yeah. And I might implement this, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. So I might even get like a $25 gift card and do these little games. Just encourage people to come on and then, and it'll be a little better.
That'll be dope.
We'll see though. We'll see. Hey, y'all don't be taking my podcast ideas, other podcasters that's listening to this for real.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we made it. That's it. How do you feel about it? I know you was like, oh, I'm nervous. And what do you?
I was definitely nervous, but you know how when we link up, it's,
you already know.
It's like we never left.
So
I definitely feel at home. I feel at ease.
Okay.
Like I can just, kick off my shoes and just relax,
there
talk.
It is.
That's what it is.
Thanks again for coming on. I know you're very busy with your business and the job and all of that, but I really, really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Know what I'm saying? Just feel you. Get that pound in. Yeah. That's it.
All right.